everybody.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, how are you today?
Yes. Well, I'm doing great. How are you?
Change it so we can see what they're saying?
Yes. Let's see who's
See
joining us
here.
today.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Happy Saturday, by the way, to you.
Happy next day, Valentine's Day.
Exactly.
The traffic, oh my God, you guys. Oh,
Was it bad?
it was horrible. I had the privilege of going to Amelia's second birthday.
Aw, your
Hi,
Vera's
Lindsay Lee.
little great granddaughter.
Yeah.
Can't believe
I know,
you're a
she's
great
2.
grandma. 2 years old already, huh? Okay. Shh, let's see. All right. There we go.
Aloha, hoi. Boy, that echoed, didn't it?
So Vera, is there any news or anything that we want to share with our friends today?
I think you have the news.
I do. If you haven't checked out our podcast this week, it's pretty cool actually, I thought. You can find it on our website, and that's Souls Enlightenment, and this week was Your Spiritual Team on the Other Side. So that was pretty cool. It has a little bit of a message from the last session that we had with Angus, and then at the end of today's video we have a message that we want to share from him for you as well.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool.
It's just for our soul tribe. So that's pretty special.
Yeah.
And then something about a prayer.
Oh, yes. We have a prayer page, especially now with so much going on for us. There's a lot of negativity in the air, and
Hence my selenite.
Issues. Yes. You got to tell them what it's for.
It's for protection of negativity, as well as opening up your psychic senses and intuition, and which is the same thing, but
It's a good one.
yeah. But I love the protection part.
So if you have concerns, it's helpful to give it to God, and prayer is something that helps with that. And on our website we have a prayer page, and we have some prayers listed there. We have one for Mother God Asna. We even have one for children, and there's a place that you could put your prayer in and send it in, and we collectively pray.
Well, they put in their concerns. It's not necessarily a prayer.
Right.
Like if you want something, an issue you may be going through, that we pray for you. And all of our soul tribe actually
That's
prays.
a better way to say it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's yes, exactly.
So you don't have to put a prayer down, but just put your issue.
your concerns.
Yeah.
Exactly.
For you or other people, the world, whatever.
Yes.
It's pretty full too, huh?
Very.
So that's good.
Yeah,
Thank
and
you.
that is good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we all pray at 9 o'clock, and we just add people that are on the prayer list.
Yeah.
So if you would like to join in, that would be great.
light a candle for everyone. See, that's like it going up to God.
Right.
Okay. So Vera,
Oh, are we going to just dive right in?
or is there anything else that
No.
you had to share?
No.
Except for if you love Angus's new picture, it's in our store. You can find it there, and it's Angus with the Sword of Strength. So it has a whole description there of what that
I got to tell them
represents.
about my dream in another video.
That would be a
Yeah.
great, maybe even a podcast.
Oh, yeah, that would be great.
cool.
Yeah. Okay, so we have been hearing about Johnny Depp's, what is it? Anti-defamation? No, or
Yes.
defamation, not anti-defamation, but his defamation lawsuit against Amber Heard. And now that there's video proving what I said way back before.
I know. Seriously, you
Back in,
guys.
what was it,
It
2017?
was 2.5 years ago, and it was unbelievable because you were saying it was staged. And then if you go online, these, like right now,
It's bad. You can hear her. Exactly what I thought
happened.
was going to happen happened.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
I was.
And then I did mention back then that they had a past life together, but I never mentioned what the past life was. So I'll tell everybody what it is today, and then because actually what it was is Johnny Depp was a jazz musician, and then he turned into a band leader.
I can totally see him doing
Yeah,
that.
I mean, and he played so many different instruments.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's interesting because.
And he was in World War One.
So this was during the World War I time period.
Well, it was like, I believe, like the early 1900s.
Wow.
or latter part, I don't know. I don't know when World War One was, so we'll just go with that.
Wow.
Oh, really? I thought
is-
he started a band after he started acting.
That is interesting,
cool.
isn't it?
Yeah.
It's in his soul. He loves it. The arts.
Yeah, he does, and he was really good, and he was really into making everyone feel equal. Black, white, whatever. It didn't matter. It was if you were a good, I was gonna say magician, musician, then you would play. It wasn't like because you were a certain color or because you were a color they wouldn't let you. It was like it was what you knew how to do.
I love
And
that
your
kindness.
passion. Yeah.
I like that.
But there was this one guy that he let, because then they started to, he formed a band and they would play all over the place. But he let this one man in, and this man had mental issues. He was mentally ill, but he was really good at what I think he was a drummer or I don't know. He was in the band though.
Okay.
So enter Amber Heard in the past life.
Oh no.
And she used that guy
Oh,
against
no.
Johnny. She put all of her efforts to him because he was the band leader, that kind of thing. But then he was noticing what she was like and was getting ready to leave her. And so she was trying to hook up with this other band member that had mental issues, and she talked him into killing Johnny Depp in that past life.
So she was a woman then in that
Correct.
life. Wow. Mm-hmm. That is actually pretty amazing, considering if you go online and look at what is being revealed
Oh my gosh.
about
It's horrible.
What she did, it is like a total
That's why
setup.
I couldn't believe that he was that type of person. But
2.5 years ago when you
But
had
you
heard
saw
it.
the pictures and you're thinking, my gosh, what happened to Johnny Depp? Because I just felt kindness from him.
Right.
I said back then, he just seemed like and he was so kind to children and all that stuff.
Exactly.
But then you saw pictures and you figure, well, something's happening, and But when we don't know the whole truth, we already put people that they're guilty before, and here she staged the whole thing.
I know.
It was just
beyond
belief. And she's making money, and his career is ruined. So she killed him in that past life, but she killed him by reputation in this life.
His character off.
Right.
She tried to kill his character off.
And the most maddening thing is, it's horrible that she's doing that to another human being, but then what is she doing to all true victims of domestic abuse?
Exactly.
Then everybody's gonna, well, she's probably faking it too. Or, that's just really not a good situation.
Yeah, especially too, because if you look at what's out there, some of the footage and all the witnesses are saying it was the opposite, that it was actually Johnny Depp that was being...
And then the bruises that she said she had wasn't there the next day, but then it was there the day of court.
Right. And the witnesses were seeing about how he was actually the one being abused. It was amazing,
right.
the twist, but how it was for this money demand.
And then it shows her going in, she's in an elevator, and then she's going out, but she won't let her face be shown on the camera in the elevator. Then she comes back with James Franco, and Johnny Depp is on tour, so he wasn't there.
Going up to their penthouse,
And she was like, and it wasn't like, a friend thing, or maybe it could be, but she was putting her head on his shoulder, and he was snuggling with her. But I guess that could be a friend thing. You never know. So yeah, it's just a bad situation, and shame on her if this is all true.
Right. There was she didn't have one witness, and he had...
She's the only witness.
So many witnesses, and he had so much footage he has so many security cameras, videos, and all this
and from
proof.
where they live. Yeah, and then she had all these women around her, but she's not calling them as witnesses.
Right. Yeah.
What's up
So
with
if
that?
you do some research, you'll see what we mean.
And then one of them was a professional makeup artist.
Right.
So
Yeah. And the thing about it too is that what happened was, I guess she was trying to get this huge payoff and this penthouse and all this stuff, and if he gave her all these things,
Then she would
then
drop-
she wasn't gonna put
pursue.
it out there.
Yeah.
What this supposed thing that happened, right? The way that she had reported it.
And Johnny said
And he said no, and that is the part that I
Then
thought
she
was
released all the
yeah, that's when she released all this
footage, her injury or
yeah.
whatever.
But what I thought was amazing is that how he stood up for the truth. I mean, the truth.
I mean, he was fired from the Pirates of the Caribbean. They had petitions that they wanted him off of that show that J.K. Rowling's, I can never remember the name of it. About interesting creatures. Whatever, you guys know.
Fantastic Beasts or
yeah,
something like
they
that.
wanted him off that movie, and she said no.
Good for her.
Yeah, but Pirates of the Caribbean, he got fired.
Wow.
Yeah, can you imagine another Jack Sparrow? No.
Yeah.
So, we'll see what happens, but
that's
Yeah.
I like that that he didn't give in to that injustice. He stood up for he kept to the truth of what really happened.
Yeah.
And he didn't just give in. And that's one of the things that I thought was, like, it reminds me of this sort of truth.
Mm-hmm.
It's like
exactly.
It's like holding on to that truth to cut through the avarice of others. In this case, that intent to him. And yeah, and that's one of the things.
But they shouldn't punish all victims because
just
of
like
a couple of bad apples.
Right.
It's just, come on now.
Exactly.
You have to go by case.
Because that's what you were just saying. It's harmful to the women that that are truthfully and honestly a part of that Me Too movement that's really happened to them. Yeah, exactly.
Instead of using it for your own gain. Oh my goodness gracious.
Mm-hmm.
Yay,
Yeah.
Alma. Hi, vlogs.
Yay!
Yeah, and another lesson for Johnny Depp is be careful who you fall in love with. No, I'm just kidding. But come on. He was with another woman and, the mother of his children.
Right.
So.
Right. Yeah. But, that's the thing. It's like with this situation that happened and standing up for the truth in that situation, it's like eventually it all really does come out in the wash.
Yeah, because he's never had
My grandma used to say that.
Yeah, never had anybody else say anything that he did anything violent.
But
she has a history of violence.
Yes, she had a restraining order against her. She had domestic violence. Things happened from her to her partners. But the women that were with Johnny Depp described him as
not that way
at all. For all the years that they had known him.
And we're talking just about them too. We're not talking about everybody.
Right.
It's just this case because everybody else has different situations.
Yeah, exactly. But it's interesting, isn't it, how this is a great example of a past life repeating pattern, and what's he going to do in this life? And here he is, though. He did stick with the truth, and that's the part that it's like he has done his best to not let her kill him off again.
Yeah.
I mean, I know it really attacked his character, but in the end, here it is 2.5 years later, and in the end, right will prevail. Everything will eventually come out.
Yeah. Yeah, well, and she pretty much is a spirit stalker. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I love Winona and him together. I did, but they're like buddies on the other side, so it just didn't work in this lifetime. It just didn't mesh, but it did for 3 years. So but yeah, they were really good together because they were quirky together, and it met each other instead of bounced off each other.
Right.
Yeah, so it was really good.
They complement each other in that way.
Yes.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Was there anything else that you wanted to say about that?
No.
All right. Okay. should we tell them Angus's message that we asked him?
Sure.
Okay, this is
Oh,
really
I don't
cool.
think they want to know.
Do you want to know?
You guys, you should. We were going to show you the video of the trance.
Oh, you guys, it's so
With-
funny.
You know, the portion that's a message to all of you. And I'm listening to it, and Chrissy goes, well, I don't think, people will mind. And Angus is talking, right? And then all of a sudden you hear, ah! And
It
I'm
was
like, it's a
shut
TV.
up, and
Yeah, and then
and
he's
it's
saying something else.
because it was a horror movie going
Oh
on.
my God. And I was going, no, I don't know. I don't think people. And right when he's talking, shut up!
Yeah. Vera's husband was watching a horror movie
Yeah.
in the next room. And,
Oh my God.
And then the kitties were like, it's just hard to hear.
So
There's a
it's
lot
better
going
that
on.
Chrissy just tell you what he said. Unless you want to hear it all,
Yeah.
we can put it on
Yeah.
a video.
Okay. I'm just going to go ahead and read it
Hey,
to
Yara.
you so that you don't have to wait.
We love you too.
Yes. Okay. All right.
I like the way you throw kisses because you have a big old smile and you don't move that smile.
All right, this is pretty cool because what Angus was saying was that the information that we're sharing is like a breath of fresh air. Because he said because of what everyone's going through, it's more than stressful. It's a lot of negativity that is just hanging around everywhere. And I thought, doesn't that make sense?
Yeah.
The
That's
way
why
that
we're going to do that next evening with Angus. It's going to be about the anxieties and the stresses of life and how to cope with it.
that's perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think all of us could
The
use
one
it
in
because
May.
negativity just daily.
Yeah.
Things just crop up and
Yeah.
and the more negativity that's abound, then the harder it is to protect ourselves and
Yeah.
keep that from affecting us or bothering us.
Yeah.
And yeah, he was saying, so this information, this philosophy really helps. And he was saying that the core group, you, as our soul tribe, is phenomenal and has that warrior spirit. Which
They
is,
do.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, for sure. And have to at this time, right?
Yeah.
This time. Do we want to talk about Roxanne or did you already tell
I
her?
already told her, but I don't know if she wants everybody to know.
All right, well,
I
you can
mean-
tell us, Roxanne, if you want us to share here about what.
And then vlogs, every Saturday at 1 p.m. it's live.
Yes.
But then we always offer a video during the week as well.
Mhm.
So.
Okay. Other things that he wanted
She
to
said it's
share
okay.
too. Okay. It's really cool because
But you don't know everything because I gave her more information.
oh, great, great. Well, it was just really neat because last week Roxanne was asking about the children in that Scottish life, and it just happened to
She
be.
did?
Yeah.
Oh.
She was saying how many children did you have? So she was asking about
okay,
it.
okay.
And
I
he
remember.
was saying that she was in that lifetime as a child in that time. She was a little boy and she always wanted to go fight with them. And Angus was always saying he had to push him away,
back.
like push him back because
Make him go back.
Yeah, make him go back because very little.
Yeah.
But that she has that warrior spirit as
All of
all
you.
of our soul tribe does
Yeah.
that is watching these videos, which is phenomenal.
Yeah.
Oh, this is really interesting. I've been thinking about this one. He said that it's going to be a lesson-filled year for all of us, meaning the universal you with the soul tribe. And he said, and I'm including us on the other side that are watching over. So that's, I thought, was very interesting. And then he was saying that this year was going to be full of a lot of lessons, and this is how we keep each other up above water, and kind of went like that. And that was
Well,
it.
the rest of it for Roxanne is whenever she would take off, and because we all knew that she was going to
Follow.
them. So I knew Angus was going to make him come back. So then I would be waiting for him to make sure he came back. Otherwise, Roxanne would just wait until they were further away, and then he'd take off again. So we would do that to make sure he went back.
I love it.
Because her mother died in childbirth, not with her, but with another child, and then her father was killed in battle. So that's why we all took
I
care of the
see.
babies. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she was like ours.
That is so cool. So no
Well,
wonder you were asking about that, Roxanne.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
You're all so intuitive. That's really cool.
I don't know about heart. Well, yeah, it might be. It's gonna be like a up and down kind of thing, Alma, because she's saying it sounds like a harder year than last year. But I think things turn around after like around November, December, which I know is the end of the year, but still, it does really turn around then.
Right. But that's the amazing thing about lessons is that sometimes when we're just hearing it for the first time or we're facing it for the first time, it's like, that's kind of scary, you know?
Yeah.
But then once you're into it, it's like, God, you know, I'm really glad to have that behind me. And then we learn and we grow stronger and then we feel better about ourselves and like we can deal with more. So it's kind of a scary thought in the beginning, but then as we're going through it, it's like, oh, I feel better. That's behind me. I can deal with it and that kind of thing.
But we still have to be active. I mean,
oh yeah, that's the point.
You know, trying to help get rid of this lack of democracy or trying to kill our democracy, and we got to stop that. You know, it's not going to be fun if. I mean, not even fun. It's going to be horrible.
You know, another part about his message that struck me is he was saying that it's a lesson-filled year for them on the other side as well because they're watching over us.
And then plus they have empathy because they've been in life.
Right. Yeah. So it's really how we're doing with our lessons, and they're learning from. They're helping us, but they're also learning and watching and seeing what we're doing. That's really interesting to me. Vlogs Game Music was saying, I wonder if the celebrities are actually watching this, seeing that you do a lot of celebrity videos.
Oh gosh, Johnny
keeps calling her.
I know, I was telling Chrissy, God, I wish I could just talk to him. You know, he needs to just not be with anyone, just take care of himself because he is so lost.
Okay, that's where I'm glad you said that, so that if you guys haven't seen the other video that we did 2.5 years ago on Johnny Depp, you might want to check it out. Because it's interesting to see now what you said back then about it.
Yeah.
And also, we were giving some thoughts to help him. So in case he ever does see this, he could go check out that video.
Yeah.
It is some good, solid advice to help all of us in those types of times in our life when we're dealing with things like that.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. How do you feel about his ties?
See, that's what I wait till you see the video.
Yeah, when you check out the other one.
Because I talk about that.
Talked about that. Exactly.
Because it started with that. That affected him so much because it happened in his place. I don't believe he was there, or let's just say I don't believe he was involved in giving him the drugs and all that part, no. But it was just that it was, you know, because he cares about people so much.
Yeah.
And he was a friend, so, or not a friend, but, you know, they're celebrities together, I guess. What you could say.
Right, I hear you.
Yeah, so that started it. And then not having, you know, whenever Amber came in and then he left his partner, his baby mama.
Right.
Yeah. So that was, and then his mother died. And that was another thing that happened. So there's been a lot of situations that he's, you know, been really challenged. And not saying that he's making the best decisions either. I mean, it's on him too. But
that's how
we learn. That's what I was going to say. Exactly.
Oh my gosh. Okay. We're going to have to put some of these interesting questions on our list, Vera. Yeah. Okay. Vera, was there anything
that would be so cool if you did that.
What?
River was such a pure heart. And that's what's so, you know, I don't know, it's just, they're such creative people and they have so much energies and, you know, that they need something else to like slow down that things in their head, and it just doesn't work out sometimes. But he was done, so I know it sounds weird saying that because he was so young, but
it's interesting. Even we can chart lives that are,
and he's really helping his brother.
Really?
Oh my gosh, he's around him all the time.
Really?
What's his name? He just got an Academy Award.
Joaquin.
Joaquin. Gosh, I don't know how
You
I
know,
forgot
it's interesting you say that because he shared a quote from his brother when he was on stage, and I think it was about when you rush in with love, peace follows. I think it was something like that, and I thought that was a beautiful quote, actually. I really liked it.
So.
Okay. Was there anything else that you wanted to share?
That was it. I think we better go. It's like 25 minutes.
All right. We love you very much.
We could do this for hours, but not for you guys. It's it's like hard to sit there for that long.
It's our happy place for sure. Yeah. Thank you for joining us, everyone.
And we're going to do birthmarks and what else?
We're going to release a video in the middle of the week that has birthmarks. Yeah.
And so we can keep up with that.
And any questions that we missed here in our live comments, we will put in our list for upcoming episodes too. All right, everyone. Love you all. Okay.